Welcome to Tech Talk, sponsored by KeyCodeMedia.
Logging footage has always been a buzzkill before you edit. While it does help you get familiar with the footage, it can be extremely tedious. But what if there was a tool to help auto-log media and, as a bonus, subsequently help to find media based on the actual dialogue taking place in the clip, as opposed to someone's interpretation of the content? Fear not, my logging friends, I've got a great tool to show you. Dialogue Search by Nexidia. Many of you know Nexidia because of Phrase Find, an immensely popular add-on for Media Composer that was shipping several years ago. Phrase Find allowed an avid user to search content based on the words and phrases spoken in the audio tracks of the media files. While Phrase Find is, for now, not currently shipping for Media Composer, its core technology is shipping inside Dialogue Search. How the underlying technology behind Dialogue Search and Phrase Find works is pretty darn cool. Nexidia's technology analyzes the audio tracks in your media files and creates a database of the phonemes in your speech. These phonemes are the tiny sounds that make up every word coming out of our mouths. And because Nexidia searches the database by phonemes and not by words, you have the ability to search for names or even slang. Also remember, a majority of logging is based around subjective terms as the logger perceives the media. Dialogue Search allows users to search on the actual spoken content, the reality of the shot, as opposed to an interpretation of it. Dialogue Search to the end user works in a basic web page. In this basic web page, the user can search by not only the aforementioned words, but also by the other common metadata, such as the creation date or date range, the frame rate, the duration or even aspect ratio of the media file, or even by where the media may reside, assuming, that is, you already have your media physically organized on your disk. Dialogue Search also allows you to save searches or even review previous searches. Great, so that allows you to find prospective matches on your word or phrase, but now what? I'm glad you asked. When your search results are presented to you, clicking them loads them on the same page inside a media player, along with a listing of all of the phonetic results within that file, if there are multiple hits. Dialogue Search also gives you a confidence rating on how accurate it believes the match is. Clicking on the match previews it for you in the media player. You can then utilize the search results outside of Dialogue Search in several different ways. First, you can export as CSV or PDF, or simply copy the data to your computer's clipboard. You can also get it into your NLE by exporting as an AAF or as an XML. Once you load the AAF or XML into your NLE, you can then relink to the media or simply import it and link. I personally like tying this into an automation or asset management system, like a CatDV, or even larger enterprise solutions, like Avid Interplay, Delete, or VizRT, so media management is handled under the hood without you needing to worry about it. Plus, most asset management solutions can generate web proxies to view the clips in a web page and still retain the relationship between the original media and these web proxies. However, if you're more of a do-it-yourselfer, there is in fact a JSON-based REST API, so you can dig into it relatively easily. Dialogue Search runs on a Windows server hosted in your facility. The faster the server, the faster you can certainly index media. Index times of 40 times real-time or better per core are not uncommon. This is infinitely faster than the index time with Phrase Find inside Media Composer, as the speed on Phrase Find was intentionally throttled. Many folks have asked, if Dialogue Search is so accurate, why not use it for automated closed captioning? That's a massive expense. And that's a great thought. I'm totally on board. However, the requirements surrounding the accuracy of closed captioning in the broadcast realm are very strict, and poorly recorded audio won't always yield clean captions. For example, when I was working back in Chicago, we'd often record scenes outside near the L tracks in the loop. No dialogue was ever usable during these shots because the train noise drowned out anything of use. Like the old adage, garbage in, garbage out. I'm sure all of us have seen reality shows where often they need to subtitle what's being said already. Dialogue Search can't really search through that. However, for projects that may involve semi-controlled spaces with clean sound, like interviews or news reports, Dialogue Search is an excellent choice. Nexidia Dialogue Search starts at $49.95 for the software and the license for one Dialogue Search engine to run on one server, and includes 2 user seats and 1,000 hours of searchable media. Each additional seat runs $5.95, and Nexidia has a tiered structure for adding on additional hours of footage starting at $2 an hour. A good trick to reduce costs for unscripted shows is to simply remove the previous season from the searchable database. No reason to keep it sitting there when the season is over. KeyCodeMedia has a demo server of dialogue search running, and we invite you to get in touch with us so you can test drive it for yourself and even test it out on your media. Interested? I'm Michael Kammes with KeyCodeMedia.